Good morning. Here we are at the Creation Museum, Wednesday, 15th of March 2017. And this is Ken Ham, President of Answers in Genesis, the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter. We have a few fun things for you here this morning to learn about. First of all, we're right here in front of the dinosaur stamp collection. You know, when you come to the Creation Museum, you know the last 2 days we've had over 6,000 people at the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter for the Sunday afternoon, when we're open just Sunday afternoon, and then Monday. And think about it, 90% of those, in fact between 90 and 95%, stay in hotels in the area. So this is really impacting northern Kentucky financially in a big way. And it's sort of spring break in a way, but I mean, most of spring break will be in April, but the numbers have really started to increase dramatically here in March. It's going to be a really busy spring and summer and fall too, we believe. But we're just going to walk in here. We're going to meet some interesting people, and maybe, how about a special critter from Australia? We'll talk about that in a bit. This is a dinosaur stamp collection here, actually. For years and years and years, I started collecting dinosaur stamps from around the world, and this is only part of the collection, but we put it up here, and people are fascinated by that. This leads up to the dinosaur den, which is just down here, and so we'll go in there. We're going to meet Buddy Davis this morning in the dinosaur den. We have something exciting to tell you, some really exciting news to tell you, and as we walk, what have we got there? Can we come back and talk to you about him? He's an Australian. Did you know he's an Australian? Now, he might be a naturalized citizen, right? Naturalized citizen. We'll be back. Okay. So let's come up here. This is the dinosaur den, the Buddy Davis dinosaur den. We're doing something really special. We're kicking this off starting very, very soon, and we call them Explore Workshops. And here we have a number of our staff from the Creation Museum, just a few of them. Actually, all together here we have about, at the Ark and the Museum, as we gear up for the summer, about 750 staff. If you can imagine that, I can't remember all their names. But we come up here, and this is Buddy Davis. The famous Buddy Davis. He hates me taking his hat off. See, I know where your hat, because you don't have much underneath there.
Oh, thank you, Ken.
So, all right. Okay. So first of all, we have here, see, this is how I remember their names. Let me have a look. Casey, okay, and here we have Amanda. See, that's how you got to remember their names. Okay, Casey and Amanda. First of all, we have some special workshops coming up. They're called Explore, these Explore workshops, and they're going to be all sorts of different things, but they're all-day events with all sorts of varied things for kids to do. Great for homeschoolers to come in. Be fantastic for homeschoolers to come in, and even if the kids even aren't homeschooled, bring them in and tell us a little bit about them first of all.
Great. The idea for the Explore program really came from a group of people in the museum wanting to do more for kids, so that's really the focus. We've got 3 different tracks for all 3 different age categories: a young, a junior, and a senior. And Amanda here is our program's lead, and so she's been working real hard about putting all the details together. And so I'll let her give you a little bit of information about the details.
All right, Amanda, let me just check that again. Let me see. Amanda, yes, Amanda. So when is the first of these workshops?
The first of the workshops for the older ones will be Scope It Out for the ages 8 to 12. And then the teenagers will start out with an animal encounter. So they'll get some fun facts. They'll get to interact.
This is all on the same day, right?
Yes.
Right. So different age groups.
So different age groups.
So what are the age groups again?
So you have our pre to age 7.
Pre to age 7.
So our young explorers. Okay. And they'll start out with Ruth Carter's Fun with Fossils.
Okay.
And then our juniors, which is 8 to 12, they will start out with Scope It Out, which is a microscope class. And then we have 13 to 18, and they'll be starting out in the animal encounter.
And then they do other things during the day as well?
Yes, they do. They'll get to switch around. They'll get the seniors, which is the 13 to 18, they'll get to do a microscope class as well. The younger kids will get to do the animal encounter, and then they'll get to attend Buddy's workshop in the afternoon as well as Dr. Menton's workshop.
So Buddy's workshop, Dr. Menton's workshop, learn about microscopes, have animal encounters, learn about dinosaurs. So this is the first series of workshops.
It is.
When is it? What date?
March 23rd, so that is next Thursday.
March 23rd. And so homeschoolers coming to the Creation Museum, and you got these kids and you want them to learn things. Actually, every ticket to the Creation Museum is a 2-day ticket. So for a whole day, this is going to be really expensive, is it? No? Yes?
No. So once you purchase your admission, the Explore program will be $5 a person.
Just $5? $5 per child, no matter what age,
Correct.
for a whole day of workshops. Once you come to the Creation Museum, for a whole day of workshops, and every ticket's a 2-day ticket anyway. That is incredible.
The adults are part of the program as well.
Oh, the adults come.
Yeah.
The adults have to pay the $5, or just the kids?
They do. They do. They get to be with the younger class and for supervision on that, but everybody else, the whole family, gets to teach and learn and experience the whole workshop.
So it's just $5 per person.
Per person.
$5 per person. That is really incredible. Buddy, you haven't been saying anything.
Well, I'm just
What,
listening.
you're just standing there like. And how do I know your name when you don't have your badge on? I don't even.
I got my badge
I
on.
can't tell your name.
So I can't tell your name.
So okay, my name's in here. Here's
Let's
my
see,
name.
let me check your name.
There's
Okay, Ken Hand.
Okay,
You
all
look
right.
like the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you kinda
All
look
right.
like it.
So what are you going to be doing for the kids?
I've got a workshop, and it's called Noah's Ark Dinosaurs on Board. It's a lot of fun workshop. It's a family workshop. And we tell about the Ark, the size of the Ark, and tell about some of the animals that were on the Ark, and some very spatial animals. It's called dinosaurs. Were they on the Ark? And we explain all that and tell about dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are often used to teach millions of years of evolution. We teach about the authority of God's Word.
So are you going to sing?
In the workshop,
Yeah.
no, I sing my concert.
Oh.
So right after my workshop, people can go to my concert.
Oh,
yeah,
and they can all go to the concert.
Yeah.
Part of the
mhm.
itinerary.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
part of the itinerary. You all go to the concert.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is fantastic. So the first workshop is next Thursday, the 23rd
Yes.
of March, 2017. Right? Oh yeah, we're in 2017. When's the next one?
The next one is April 19th, and we'll be studying geology.
Oh, the next one's April 19th and studying geology. And you know what we might do? We're talking about coming up with a deal where people can get a family yearly membership to the Creation. You can get a family yearly membership now. You can get a year pass to the Creation Museum, but coming up with a special year pass that includes all these workshops. So we'll do that in the future. But for now, $5 a person, which is very, very nominal. And all day they get all this teaching and learn how to do microscopes. Okay, well let's walk on down. I saw an Australian critter down there, and we're going to go down and meet that Australian critter. So we go around this way here. So buddy, why don't you follow me? Don't walk too fast and pull that microphone cord, and or you'll pull our videographer down the stairs.
I don't want to do
And then you'll have to catch her.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Yeah, it could be.
Uh,
Okay, so coming down here. Do you know Buddy hates me taking his hat off?
I do. You hate me punching you. You're so.
Hey, they saw that. They saw that on live video that you assaulted me. Okay,
All right.
so
I'll get you back, Ken. I always do.
all right, let's go down here. Okay, here we come. I saw this little critter here before, and we have Leanne. Leanne, you don't have your badge on. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I do.
Leanne. Okay, it is Leanne. Okay, I have verified that. So who do we have here?
This is Mushu. Mushu is a bearded dragon.
Mushu.
Yes.
That sounds like a Japanese name or a Chinese
Yes.
name.
Well, we had to, when you have bearded dragons, you have to name them after famous dragons. So there's a famous dragon named Mushu.
Okay, it's a bearded dragon.
Yes.
Living in America,
Yes.
but bearded dragons are native to Australia.
Yes, they
we
are.
used to have them in our backyard in Australia.
Yes. So these guys are found all throughout the outback of Australia. They are a desert-dwelling lizard. So you notice his skin is very rough and bumpy. That helps him fit in with the sand in the
Where'd
outback.
Buddy go? He feels like Buddy.
So Mushu here is about 1.5 years old, so he is full grown. He was born here in the United States, so he's not
So is
an Australian.
So is a bearded dragon American?
Yeah, American
citizen?
version, yes.
Yeah, American
Yes.
bearded dragon Australian.
Yes.
Version.
So you can't actually get a bearded dragon straight from Australia anymore because these guys are so popular here as pets that people were actually importing them illegally from Australia. So now they're actually protected in Australia. So you can't actually take them out of Australia. So if you buy a bearded dragon here, they are an American version of the bearded dragon.
Oh, okay. So it's interesting. I know it's very difficult to get animals from Australia.
It
these
is.
days.
It is very difficult to get
And
animals from Australia.
But there are various places in America that have them. They've had them you know, going back years, and so we're able to get
Yes.
hold of some
Yes.
of these. It's just one of the many animals we have in the zoo, petting zoo
Yes.
here. We have a really spectacular petting zoo here, and you do all
Yes.
sorts of programs at the zoo.
Yes, we are working on developing our programming out more at the zoo. So this summer we will be offering daily keeper talks where some of our zookeepers will have treats out and other things for our guests to be able to really interact with the animals and learn a lot more about them. Our camels are always a big hit for people to learn about and feed. There's a lot of really cool features that people don't realize that the camel has, so we use those a lot as teaching tools.
Now, for these Explore workshops, the first one starts next Thursday, 23rd. You're going to have critter encounters as one of the workshops.
Yes,
So who are they going to meet?
next Thursday Mushu will be there.
Mushu.
Also, as well as some of
Mushu,
our-
I'm getting it.
You're getting it. You're getting it. You got it?
Mushu the dragon.
Mushu the dragon. We're also going to be bringing up some of our new reptiles that Ark Encounter just acquired.
I saw some. I put some of them on my Facebook. Actually, put some photographs on there.
Yes, so some of them will be coming up. So you'll have to stop by and check them out. That'll be
So you're
kind
going
of
to have them here for those workshops.
Yes, they are coming up from Ark for the workshops.
Hey, Casey and Amanda, over here a moment. People want to find out about these workshops, by the way. Before we go and meet Dr. Menton, Dr. Menton's a fascinating guy. He
Yes,
really
he
is.
is.
Before we go and meet him, where do they find out about the workshops?
They can go to the website under events, and Explore has its own
Okay,
page.
which website? We've got about 100,000 websites.
That's true. The Creation Museum website.
Okay, creationmuseum.org. Go to creationmuseum.org. I'm tongue
got
tied.
it.
I didn't have enough coffee this morning. I only had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm having struggles. But creationmuseum.org, and they go to that website and go to events.
Yes.
And then, do they have to register, KC?
Yes, there'll be a form there.
KC, yeah. They have to register?
There'll be a form there that they can fill out, gives the age classes and all that. And we also are offering a boxed lunch, so they can let us know they're interested in that as well.
Okay.
We have the day packed so tight that we really only have a small window for lunch, so
Yeah.
it's going to be exciting for
So
everybody.
they can purchase a box lunch, they can register online, and if there's space, they come here, the registration will be open and they can register. But there's a limited number of people, right?
Seats are filling up fast. Seats are filling up
So
fast.
they're already filling up. Okay, they're already filling up. Okay, do you want to lead us on to an adventure? Okay, we're going to lead on to an adventure here. Hey, thank you, Leanne. You can come with us, by the way. Let's go down and meet Dr. Menton. We want Dr. Menton to meet the bearded dragon. Mushu. Okay, I'm getting it. Mushu. You know what? I think when we do Answers News every Monday afternoon and Thursday afternoon, I and Dr. Purdom and Bodie, when he's back again, people send all these little things across the screen. They call emojis or something. Emojis. I might call them mushus from now on.
You should.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that tomorrow with Dr. Purdom. It'll really annoy her. So here we come as we come in here. Wow, look at this. Look at all these microscopes here. Hey, wait a minute, Dr. Menton, you're a creationist. You can't do science. Remember, Bill Nye said that. Bill Nye said if you're a creationist, you can't do science. And you're using microscopes and computers and stuff. How can you do that?
It's a whole 9 yards. It's, I guess it's because I have a lot more science background than Bill Nye, the science guy.
That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Hey, you do workshops here. People love you speaking. And even though you're about 300 years old.
That's true. Something in the ballpark.
But there we are. We give you your own
Oh, okay.
microphone. Look, you got your own microphone.
That way I get to defend myself at least.
Yeah, now I can't pull it away from you. So you do all sorts of lectures. You taught anatomy at Washington University School of Medicine for many, many years.
Yes, in St. Louis.
In St. Louis. And you do all sorts of lectures. I love your lecture you do on Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, and that deals with the development of a human being in its mother's womb.
Yeah, I do one called Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, First Week in the Life of a Baby. And we talk about the placenta, which to me is, I think, one of the most amazing parts in the body.
Yeah, it's incredible. And then you do all sorts of other, you talk about feathers and so on. But for these workshops, for our Explore workshops, you're going to do a class called Microscopy. Is that it?
Right.
It's almost like Mushu.
I hope that projector isn't putting an image in my face. Is it there?
Oh, you look a little striped. You look a little pink. Your
I
color's
can
looking
stand
good.
over here a bit.
You look a bit pale now.
Yeah, Ken, we're going to introduce young people, and I guess older people too in the family, to the use of a microscope. Some homeschoolers have microscopes, and others are considering buying one, and a lot of people just like to have the chance to look through one. And we have some high-quality microscopes here, the type that would be used in medical schools. In fact,
So these aren't just toy microscopes.
No, they have all of the parts, and we have the ability. Let me just show you one of the microscopes right here. What we will show people when they take the class is, first of all, how to set up the microscope. There are a lot of adjustments that can be made. You can look through it this way, or you can look through it this way. What are the advantages? This microscope has several objective lenses, giving us a power from 440 magnification up to at least theoretically 1,000. And we have a stage that is a mechanical stage, allowing us to get very careful control of the slide.
I'm surprised you can actually use that as a creationist. I mean,
Right.
Bill Nye was starting to really get me to understand if you're a creationist, you couldn't even use a microscope.
Well, I've used electron microscopes too, only we won't be using those here in this class. One of the things we teach people to do that I know a lot of people work with microscopes and they never get around to understanding how to use this particular knob right here. It's called the condenser. And the condenser has both a focus and an aperture that opens and closes. And we will train the student on how to properly use the condenser, how to adjust the light, the different kinds of focus, coarse focus, fine focus.
And some of this is coming back to me from when I went to university.
Right, microscopes have remained the same basically.
Yeah, they have, but maybe I should come and do the
And
course.
this is binocular, which they can use both eyes.
Yeah, the one I had as a kid, my parents bought me one, just had one.
Yeah, well, one is as good as two because this isn't stereo. You're only looking through one objective at a time, so two eyes are more for eye comfort than that you actually see anymore with it. Then we have this really powerful microscope up here. It's still a light microscope, but we use that with a video camera to project images up on the screen. So as our students are looking through the microscope, we can show them what they ought to be seeing up on the screen.
Oh, like this, like up here now?
Right.
There's
We
an
have
amoeba?
an amoeba crawling across the glass there. I like to point out to people that we took this picture through the microscope you see here, and then we waited about 5 minutes and took this picture, and then we waited a few more minutes and took this picture. They're not really fast.
No, they're not fast at all.
It's not exactly like the Indy 500 or anything, but you get two of these racing one another, it's pretty thrills and spills.
My wife would probably think it reminds her of my driving, because when I'm driving, there are sometimes I'm thinking about writing articles and things, and if I don't have it in cruise control, I forget to put my foot on the accelerator, and the next minute I'm down to 5 miles an hour or something.
The exciting thing about this class, Ken, is when we learn how to use a microscope, then for dessert we get to look through it, and we're not just going to look at microscope slides. We are going to look at pond water from the pond in front of the museum. And there are all kinds of creatures living in there. Protozoa, one-cell creatures.
So you're going to see live critters.
Right, swimming right under the
Yep.
microscope. So this is going to be an action-packed lab for all those that participate.
Wow, that is incredible. Well, Amanda and Casey come over here again, and also Leanne. These are people all involved in our workshops. So, okay, now see if you can remember. Okay, I know it's been 5 minutes, but where do they go to get information on these workshops?
They go to creationmuseum.org.
Creationmuseum.org, and then they go to which section?
Events.
Events, and they'll find out about the Explore workshops. They're going to explore the world.
Yes, they
They're
are.
going to explore the pond water.
Microscopic
They're going to explore microscopes.
astronomy.
They're going to explore, what's his name again?
Mushu.
Mushu. There we are. Mushu, the
Bearded dragon.
bearded dragon. Okay. Originally from Australia.
Yes.
Like me, originally
Yes.
from Australia.
Originally from
Now
Australia.
a resident of the USA. He's a
Yes.
resident of the
He
USA.
is a resident.
Is it a he or a she?
This is a he.
Oh, okay. You can actually figure that out with bearded dragons.
Yes. Yes,
That-
when they're old enough.
Oh, when they're old enough. Well, that's great. And Casey, so they can register online.
That's right.
For this workshop. It's March the 23rd.
March 23rd.
March the 23rd, next Thursday. And we're going to try to do them at least once a month?
Yeah, and we'd love to hear some feedback from everybody about some workshops you'd like us to do. We're in the phase of developing new ones, and we want to run one at least every month. So
Now,
let us know.
we do have other workshops here at the Creation
Lots
Museum.
of
When
them.
people come, there's lots of different workshops they can choose on the day, but this is a special intensive day.
That's right.
Whole day of workshops.
That's correct.
Whole varied training for all the ages.
Everybody in the family.
Even the mums and dads can come, and it's only $5 a person. And we put this on for the whole day, and they can register online or they can register when they come here. They're going to have animal encounters, live animal encounters. That doesn't mean people, because people are not animals. Wouldn't you agree, Dr. Manton? Yeah. People are made in the image of God. So we're not talking about people encounters. We're talking about animal encounters with live animals. And some of our new big... You're going to have some of those big ones I saw? You're going to have those up, bring them up from the ark?
Hopefully.
So... Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay. So, because we have a zoo at the Ark and a petting zoo at the Ark, and we have a petting zoo here. They're very, very popular, which is really great. Okay, so I want to thank all you guys. And so, see, mums and dads, you'll be saying, you know, this is not just for the kids. I want to go to these workshops. I think you're going to get adults coming to these, because I was thinking I'd love to be trained on a microscope again and to hear Buddy Davis and Dr. Minton and have animal encounters. Fun things here at the Creation Museum, that's for sure. So we have workshops on a daily basis, basically, lots of different workshops. You can come and see what's there on the day. But these are the special workshops called Explore, and they're going to be a whole day, and it's coming up Thursday the 23rd. Did you know Sunday afternoon and Monday, which is yesterday, no, what's today? Wednesday. Oh, okay. So it must have been Monday and Tuesday. Okay, Monday and Tuesday. I got it all wrong. See, I'm a day behind right now. Monday and Tuesday, we had over 6,000 people at the Ark and the Creation Museum. And 90 to 95% of those come from outside of Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. And they actually stay overnight in hotels and go to restaurants. And this is just the beginning. It's going to get busier and busier and busier and busier. So we're leading up to the real busy time. But that's why you need to book in. If you want your kids to come to these workshops and you want to come to them, the Explore workshops, book in. The other workshops, do they find about the other workshops online too?
Yes.
They're on the calendar, but they
Yes,
register
they are.
when they come here, right, for those. But this one you can register in advance because they're going to be really popular. And so we give people opportunity to register in advance for these Explore workshops. CreationMuseum.org, go to the events page. Thank you, Leanne, Casey, Amanda. See, I didn't even have to look at your name tags. You see that? And Dr. Manton. I know. Let me check if it's you. Yes, it's Dr. Manton. Yes, that's him. Okay, and I'm me. So, hey, we're signing off here from the Creation Museum. Go check out creationmuseum.org, events, the Explore workshops, and just look at our calendar. By the way, for the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter, arkencounter.com, make sure you check out the park hours for each, because the attractions, we have different hours depending on the time of year, and if it gets a lot busier than what we even thought, we'll extend the hours, and we'll put that up there on the website as well. But we are already starting into our extended hours a bit for the Ark, and we're moving into that for the Creation Museum soon. So plan to come.